Good morning, giving a little bit more family. It's your girl Mo, and we're back. Today I wanted to share a devotional with you all on this Sunday morning. Ultimately, I've woken up earlier today. I went to the gym. I drank my first juice of the day, and I did my tracking and devotional this morning. And I wanted to share the message that resonated with me today. And of course, I am doing this on live today, so I'll give you guys a moment to hop in, and I'm gonna drink my water and mind my business. Not just kidding. I know they say ice cold water is not good for you, but I love me some ice cold water. Quenches my thirst. I love it. But let's hop into. I'm not gonna dilly or dally too long. I did let some people know that I was on live, but I'm sure they'll hop in, and that's okay. So we're gonna start where we always start, which is with our tracking. And it's crazy because you guys, the month of March is almost over. Like, we have literally a week left, and it's just crazy. It's crazy. So I'm excited for the new month to come. That means more tracking for me. And guys, like, I went to the Foodie Fest yesterday. Got so many steps. I got 11,000 steps in yesterday. So you guys, like, I've been hitting over like the 500 the 5,000 mark like a lot of the days of this month, and that is awesome. Like, I'm just so excited about that, meaning I'm like getting more than just walking in. Like, I'm doing other stuff and like continuously getting progressively like more confident with taking more steps in the day. And that's all it's about. Like, for me, it's not like, oh, I have a goal of like a specific amount of steps. Maybe I'll get there in my journey at some point, but ultimately right now it's just about getting activity in, feeling good, putting positive things inside myself, like my juices I've shared with you guys today. I had the carrot, the ginger. What else did I put in that one? Oh, pineapple and apple in that one. So good. Like I told you guys before, I love a spicy like juice, but it has like a water kind of like texture. I love that. That's my favorite kind. Like, I like smoothies and stuff like that too, but like I feel like the juices are more nutritionally dense, and they're easier to drink, and they ultimately just fuel your body with like pure energy, and I love that. So ultimately, I'm so excited for that part of my journey, like, getting in the gym, being consistent with that, getting activity in, being consistent with that, putting good nutritionally dense items into my body, and also, still going to the Foodie Fest and enjoying that. I went with my friends, I went with Alexis and Dre. So fun. I had a really good time, and we just like tried different foods and stuff of that nature, so it was so good. So I'm so grateful for that. And ultimately, I'm going to share my journal with you guys today. You guys know that my journaling that I put in my tracking binder, basically my calendar, tracking, is basically what I'm seeing in my life, and like things that I'm experiencing in the now, and like what I'm seeing presently and how I feel presently. And I let those feelings out and write them down, so that way I don't carry them on to the next day. Like, even when it's positive or negative, like even when I have some bad feelings or I'm sad, like I try to write them down to get them from out of my thoughts, so I don't overthink about them, to a piece of paper, and then I can let them go. It's a very good practice if you've never tried that before, but it's just something that I suggest for people, when they're in their journey. And as humans, we have so many feelings, we have so many thoughts in a day, and it's so important to let those things out in a positive manner. And writing them down, for me, being able to reflect and go back to them and seeing the growth in my life, has done positive things for me. So I'm definitely happy with that. And from today, it says, "What an awesome day. The tribe that God has assigned to me has known me longer than I expected, and I am pleasantly surprised. Today will be amazing." And what this means to me is, like, you know, sometimes you're out in this world trying to find people who love you for who you are and really trying to connect with people and have a tribe of support. And I found that a lot of the people that I dismiss, like, you know, when you get into college, you're like, oh, I'm able to have an opportunity, a new set of life, you know, a new group of friends, you know. But ultimately, a lot of the people who really see me and are able to, like, you know, speak to me, speak light into me, are people that I've known for a really, really long time. Like, I've talked to you guys about my relationship with my mom and how, like, that was a place of turmoil at one point, but now it's so productive, and we, like, help each other and we sharpen each other. And it's also with these group of friends as well. Like, they're people from high school and junior high, and it's like I'm reconnecting with them, I'm meeting them as an adult, and we are, like, having these, like, you know, they see my inner child, I see their inner child, and we enjoy each other's time together. And I love that. I love that energy that we can have together. And I truly desire those kind of people in my life, you know, people who come from similar places that I come from, and they understand me and, like, you know, my value system, and then, like, we can talk to things, we can grow, and we can continue to aspire and empower one another. So that was what my journal was about today. And ultimately, I'm so happy and grateful for this opportunity to journal that aspect of my life. All right, let's hop into the devotional for today. The devotional for today is called A Faithful Friend. On topic, ain't it? Friendship is one of the greatest gifts God has given to us. It seems that none of us has to go through life alone. We have Him. We have each other. Not that friendship is always easy. In some ways, we are all broken and hurting people. And sometimes our brokenness, we hurt other people. We disappoint them. We let them down the same way they do us. It can take a lot of love, a lot of forgiveness, a lot of grace, and the willingness to put real work into our relationship. But it's so worth it. What if you're in a season where you can't find a faithful friend? Ask God to show you someone who needs one. I think that that's so powerful. I think that ultimately, a lot of the times we're seeking things, but we can't show up as those things that we're asking for. And ultimately, where do you go when you can't show up as that good friend? Like, you have to go to God, right? You have to go to the higher one, so that way He can give you some knowledge and He can show you what it really means to be a good friend. And to really understand what a good friend is, you have to really be connected to the higher power, because ultimately He is a good friend to us. He's faithful. He's always forgiving. He always opens the opportunity for us to come back and redeem ourselves. And of course, as humans, right, we can't continuously keep on opening the door, but that's the kindness that God gives us, right? And so that is the model that He wants us to use when we have friendships, right? And so I'm going to read the scriptures that accompany this devotional. This is my command: love one another the way I loved you. This is the very best way to love. Put your life on the line for your friends. You are my friend when you do things I command of you. John 15:12 and 14. Beloved, let us unselfishly love and seek the best for one another. For love is from God, and everyone who loves others is born of God and knows God through personal experience. 1 John 4:7. A friend loves at all times. Proverbs 17:17. All people will know that you are my followers if you love one another. John 3:35. So ultimately, like I was sharing with you guys before, like, it's so important to, you know, show up as the friend that you need, right? And I feel like that's in every aspect of life. Like, even when it comes to family members, be that family member that you desire, right? Like the person that's gonna open up and listen to you. And I think that's what God is truly calling us to do, is to be friends with one another, to really see each other for the inner child that we are and want the best for us. each other, right? And that sometimes is calling each other out, like, you know, being able to be transparent with one another, but doing it in a loving manner and doing it with the intent to see that person grow and do like great things on their own merit. And ultimately, this devotional today teaches us to not look at people to see how to be the best friend to one another, but to look at God to know what the traits of a true friend is. He is faithful. He unconditionally loves. He allows you the opportunity to grow and to fall, and to be there when you fall, to encourage you and let you know that you are still worth something, you still have value in you, and that there's abundance still out here for you as long as you choose to do better and show up each day as a better person. So today I wanted to hop on here on this Sunday to let you guys know, hey, I could be your friend. Nah, I'm just kidding. But let's be friends like we want to see, right? That's all about what my mission of, like, you know, giving a little bit more is about, is showing up and being the change that you want to see. Like, the people that you want surrounding you, try to get to a point where you're that person for others, right? And then when you're doing that, that's going to create a standard around you. And that's all the people around you are going to be able to provide you some type of insight, some type of love, some type of empowerment that is going to encourage you and make you feel loved and appreciated and reassured, and all the things that God gives us. So I hope you guys enjoyed this message that I provided you today, and I hope that you're being the change that you want to see. I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.